We're joined by Netgear CEO Patrick Lowe. Welcome to Bloomberg West.
Glad to be here.
So you guys had a great quarter.
Yes, we did.
Obviously, things are going well. What kind of gear is selling the most right now?
I think it's all related to the proliferation of video distribution in the house. There are two things happening. One, people are downloading videos or streaming videos onto the iPads or straight to the TVs, and that's creating a lot of connectivity requirements in the house. Practically, they want Wi-Fi to be permeating the house in every single corner, and that really helps to drive a lot of our equipment sales.
Now, Cisco, one of your main competitors, a big competitor, is restructuring and pulling back on their consumer business. What do you think Cisco did wrong, and how do you make that an opportunity for Netgear?
I could not speak for themselves. I would just speak for ourselves that we actually a little bit of step ahead of what things to come. Actually, when we established back in 1996, we knew video is coming. So we put a lot of R&D dollars into enhancing video distribution in the house. We started providing boxes for TVs to stream videos from the internet about 5-6 years ago. And we have been researching and doing products that could transmit video very well in the house. So when the time comes, we're right there, and we were the unique product offerings in the market, and that helps us really to gain a lot of share.
Hey, Patrick, it's John here. Emily just mentioned Cisco. Apple and the airport is something else out there. How would you describe the overall competitive landscape out there? I mean, the business is growing, but how tough is it competitive-wise?
Competition is always fierce, and when you just overcome the traditional sense of competition, you have a new set of coming in. For example, we see in the old way of connecting just PCs and laptops onto the internet, we're competing primarily with Cisco. Now we're trying to connect the iPads or the Android tablets as well as the TVs to the internet. Then we run into the competition such as Samsung, such as Apple.
How does the rise of tablets and smartphones impact your business?
It's actually really accelerated the adoption of Wi-Fi simply because in the house, once you're inside the building, the coverage of 3G or 4G is really sporadic, and the tariff is really high. So once you're inside the office or inside the house, people would switch on to Wi-Fi for their smartphones and tablets. And once they switch on to Wi-Fi, then they buy our equipment.
And obviously more people are watching video on demand on their mobile devices, right? I mean, you guys, how do you capitalize on that?
Well, when people are streaming more HD movies through Netflix, or they're watching more channels of TV live from Time Warner Cable onto their iPads or TVs, they put so much strain on the Wi-Fi in the house. Then they need to upgrade to a faster Wi-Fi router. And as the iPad moves around in the house, I mean, from the kitchen nook to the bathroom, then you need to have a lot of Wi-Fi signals to covering the house. Then you need to buy additional Wi-Fi boosters to make sure the whole house is covered with Wi-Fi.
Patrick, I'm not going to go there, but you did mention the iPad, and Apple is a company that obviously you've talked about too. There were some headlines recently which were interpreted of you criticizing Steve Jobs. Can you clarify what you were getting at there?
Well, I think that's really old news. It's just taking out of context. I just don't want to linger onto this issue. We just move forward. I think we love iPads because it really helps our business.
But you said it.
Yeah, I did explain it.
What is your relationship with Apple?
I think,
and Apple TV, obviously, that's
right.
You use that in your products.
It's a very typical Silicon Valley setup. Is what we call co-petition. So in one way, we love iPads so that we can connect them to the internet, and the arrival of iPads really drive the adoption of Wi-Fi. On the other hand, they're also producing products to compete with us as well.
Tell me about this personal cloud app that you guys have and how that works.
The personal cloud that we have is basically enabling people to access their own homemade pictures, videos from their phones. We have an app on either iPhone or Android that you'll be able to instantly access no matter where you are in the world. All the content stored in the storage back at home, provided as a Netgear storage. So it's as if you were carrying it around the world. Vice versa is true. When you take a video or you take a picture anywhere in the world, you can instantly transmit it back into the storage at home. Now, on top of that, we'll provide a cloud backup service to make sure those content will be backed up securely in the cloud. So just in case anything happens, like a flood or earthquake or fire that destroy that little storage in your house, your data won't be lost.
Hey, Patrick, very quickly, we mentioned your stock has been hot over the last year. What about you? Is a lot of your fortune tied up in this stock?
Well, I mean, I have been owning the stock from day one, and I'm still holding on to it.
So you made a lot of money on the latest pop, huh?
Well, it's all paper. And to us, the most important thing is to see the proliferation of the Netgear products from around the world. I mean, that's the most satisfying experience.
All right. Our thanks to Patrick Lowe, CEO of Netgear. Thank you so much.